It's only been a few days, really, but
Yeah.
I'm curious to know what your current thoughts are on Pope Leo.
Well, I think well, my first thought, well, of course, I guess I like everybody was scrambling to say, well, what do we know about? I think we
Right.
natural tendency, and I think in what we've uncovered, we've uncovered a thoroughly Catholic Pope. Americans lately, at least, just seem to filter everything through our political system and
Mm.
our political thoughts. I say that to our shame. But he's thoroughly Catholic in the sense that you'll find politically some things. Oh, he doesn't go. What about his thoughts on immigration and those tweets and things like that? But he's also said some very good, solid stuff about family life, human sexuality. He's discreet and careful in the way he speaks, and yet he's also clear. And
Hmm.
I can use that clarity right now, and I think discretion too. And I think he's very thoughtful and careful. And I think getting to our topic too, that kind of exudes a kind of a calmness, a peace, a serenity, or a confidence, kind of a
Hmm.
serene confidence that I see in him. And so those are my
Yeah.
initial thoughts, and I think that he's when I say he's thoroughly Catholic, I think what I'm saying by that is that a lot of us, we tend to be more political than Catholic if we're not careful.
Hmm.
And if you're really Catholic, you're going to find that it kind of cuts across our American distinctions and stuff. We're going to seem liberal in some areas, and we're not. We're Catholic. And likewise, we're going to seem conservative in others, and we're not, and we're Catholic. We just do what we do in the political process, swirls around, and people, parties change sides too. So I would try to just stay is with to say that I think we've got a good solid man, a good Catholic Pope who's, I mean, I know that sounds silly to say, but a good Catholic Pope who is going to be what a pope should be, holding the faith. I hope a lot of people are aware of that. CNA, I think, did a lot of. There's a lot of videos out there. Actually, they done some work with then Bishop, Father, and then Bishop Prevost about evangelization, going way back to toward the end of the pontificate of Benedict, and he made some very, I think, insightful commentary on
Hmm.
how our culture's sort of become an anti-culture, and
Yeah.
and he shows the contrast of how that anti-culture teaches or I should say models great sympathy toward behaviors and things that are very anti-scriptural and yet demonizes those who cling to the scriptural and the biblical tradition, and it's a very good analysis.
Mm.
So yeah, I think if our listeners can see that and find that, I think it's really, and he himself is reading. It was an intervention he made at the synod on the evangelization, and he himself is reading it. And again, a good calm reading of it, but good, solid, careful